All right, welcome to Rapidtech. Here's another video. This is part of our heat exchanger series on failures and identification. The heat exchanger failures and identification is an actual course offered by Rapidtech, and that course goes through a whole bunch of furnaces, and once you complete that course, you'll get your certification. There's a number of other courses on Rapidtech, but this is on the Goodman GMP, manufactured by Goodman. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we found failures with this particular model. You can see the model number there. Let's go ahead and get started here.
Alright, let's take a look at this Goodman furnace. This is a GMP. Looks like it's got a GMPN, GPD. It's got a number of model numbers. This particular model, as you can see, it's just the typical, 80% mid-efficient furnace. This one's busted up pretty good. There's a bunch of spots on this one now. If you ever see one of these areas you want to look, we check all these little rings. So watch those rings. If you see any fractures around those rings, that can be an issue. If you look here, I'll show you one. There's one that started. There's another fracture. I can't even get to all of them. There's so many on this furnace. You also want to check these dimples. Wherever you see a dimple is an area of concern. So there's a dimple. I'll show you. If you look at that dimple, now that just looks like a little line there, right? So if you come down here and you look, you'll see that this particular dimple, that is a line, actually. So let's look at this one here. There's a dimple. Now that dimple's completely fractured. So that's what you want to look for on this particular model. And again, if you look here, look at this, where the heat exchanger, right there, that's busted. So you've got all kinds of areas on these, on this style. Look at how the thing is fractured all the way down. That's what you want to watch for. So again, just a quick recap, you've got the dimples. Watch the dimples. And right here, you want to watch those dimples. You can see again that one. Watch your rings. On both sides, check the rings. And then wherever the heat exchanger curves, like right there. So there you go. There you have it on the Goodman 80%ers, the older ones, what to look for.
All right, there you have it. So one of the other things I did not mention in that video, I took that video twice, and this one just turned out better than the other one. One thing I didn't mention is the hem across the top. I don't know if I can find it. Actually, on the next slide, I'll show you the hem across the top. So why did this happen? Why do these types of failures happen with this particular model? I don't know. But what I do know from doing this a very long time is that poor design clearly could be an issue with the Goodman company. Now, Goodman was sold a number of times. It's owned by Daikin Industries now, or the Daikin Company. Great company, good company. They're doing some amazing things in HVAC. Realize when I mention these manufacturers' names, they're not paying me to say this, okay? So I'm doing this off of experience, and I'm also really careful not to throw a manufacturer under the bus because I think they get a bad rap. I think some manufacturers really do get a bad rap because I think a lot of times these products are installed incorrectly. We teach at our company and at Rapidtech, in one of our installation training programs, we teach that the most important day in the life of your HVAC system is the day it's installed. And actually that's wrong. I teach differently now. I teach that the most important day in the life of your HVAC system is the day that it's sold by a comfort advisor. The second most important day in the life of the system is the day it's installed. And then the third most important day in the life of your system is when it's maintained. So possible causes: we could have some airflow problems here. Clearly there was some significant problems. We could have some inferior product, maybe some inferior metal, maybe an inferior process in building that heat exchanger. We could have something that was overfired, too high gas pressure. We could have chimney draft issues, lack of maintenance. That furnace could be oversized. So it's all the things we teach in Rapidtech. You have to know what to look for. Here's my concern. This is the biggest concern I have as an HVAC trainer and owner. Let's suppose this customer would have chosen a new heat exchanger as a repair versus replacing the system. We go out there and we install a new heat exchanger, and or our industry, technicians like yourself watching this, or technicians that are just getting into the trade. You go out and you change the heat exchanger, and you do a really good job, and you're good at it, and all that. But you don't check static duct pressures, or you don't check your combustion analysis, or you're not checking the size of your filter. You know, a lot of times I look at the side of some of these furnaces, the filter opening they cut is like half of what it should be. So the key is when you find failure, even if this furnace was replaced, let's say, and it was replaced, but when you replace a furnace like this, you also, as an installer, check airflow, check all these other things, because if you have a problem with a duct system, or you have a problem with too little return or oversizing, guess what you're going to do? You're just going to install a new furnace and cause another problem. So make sure you're checking those things. That's what this whole Rapidtech thing is about. By the way, everything that we teach at our organization is about ethics. So let's just look at areas to observe. Number one, this hem. This is the one thing I forgot to mention in the video. I've seen this hem. Now this is a clamshell hem. So you got a piece of metal and then they hemmed it over and crimped it. I've seen this clamshell hem bust up. All right. There's a dimple, and you can see a fracture that started at the dimple. Here's a better picture of it right here. Okay. Then anywhere the heat exchanger curves. Now I mentioned that, and I've had some of you email me, say, what do you mean where it curves? All I want you to remember, when we talk about where a heat exchanger curves, think about it. This metal was a flat sheet, right? It was a flat sheet at one time. It was placed into a press or a stamping die, and it was stamped out, and basically they changed the form. They formed the metal into a different shape. So if we look here and we look at this curve here, the curve up here, we look at this curve, anywhere where the metal goes from something straight to a curve. Anywhere that curves is an area for, or an opportunity, or a potential, what we call in our business areas of concern, for a fracture. That's what happened here. This is where it curves. Here's another curve on the metal. Here's another curve. Okay, right on top of this hem, that's another curve right there. If you look here, you can see a curve, or the dimple curve. So there's all these different places. So anywhere that the metal was changed from its flat state to a different state, that's what you want to look for. The other thing, pay really close attention to these rivets. We've seen those rivets bust up. All right. So hems, dimples, curves, rivets, and obviously, and this isn't a flat spot, so anywhere else, make sure you're checking these things. All right. My name is Steve Holland again. I'm an instructor for EthoSkill, been an HVAC guy for 27 years now. If you'd like to learn about how to become Rapidtech certified, and again, we are a real certification. We're not some hokey pokey deal. You can call Scott at 866-992-1717. By the way, I keep forgetting, and it's here now on the slide. I have people emailing me all the time and said, Steve, you talk about this website that you have. I have a heat exchanger safety website. It's called heatexchangersafety.com, and it's a blog site. We also have a gallery of pictures there. It's an excellent site that if you're a technician or a business owner, you can shoot that link over to customers. I don't sell anything there. The only thing that I do offer, and I don't make any money off of it, which is really stupid. I should start selling it, making money. I have a heat exchanger guide. That everything that you see in all these pictures, I have a guide that shows pictures of where these failures happen. And it's a really nice guide too. It's thick and all that. But again, I'm not promoting that. If you guys want it, call me. I'll sell you the darn thing at cost. I don't really care. Or email me. We'll sell it to you at cost. So this is a heat exchanger, another Rapidtech heat exchanger course. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to doing more. Thank you again, and have a fantastic day.